come to the bold, I want you to take a minute and let's listen to the argument between Statehouse controller Kato Olemetito and former President Uhuru Kenyatta about Uhuru Kenyatta's official office and residence. I want us to look at that discussion keenly, so that we really get to understand and separate what can be propaganda from what is realistic. The President, Kenya Kwanza administration wants to push Uhuru Kenyatta out of their residence that is close to Status around Dennis Pritt Road. And their proposal has rattled the former president, who has declined that is not going to leave that residence. So I want us to get the gist of all this. But allow me to first remind you about this April project. In the bold, apart from political commentary, once in 2 months, we only pick one CSR and do something which supporting community. So I called for those proposals after supporting them, after releasing the women in Kenyatta, in Mama Lucy. And I picked this out of, actually got around 10. And I picked this 50 women, elderly women who are widows and widowers. Actually, they're not women, even men, for support. If you look at them here, some of them are living in very bad conditions. I even understand, because that area is known for floods, even their houses were even swept, and so they have some makeshift structures. And that is where you'll find where they are living. Hakuna ta kitanda, hakuna ta mattress, and there even the big problem of food. So one of us, member of this channel, has been doing a donation of some 2 ungas to them, probably a month here and there, but has not been that much. It cannot be still enough. So we decided that this month we are going to have a mission in Kano to support these 50 women. What I'm looking at is getting some mattresses, getting some blankets, because there are some that will need those mattresses. We're also going to do food donation, door to door. We are going to get their door to door. There is a coordinated team that is going to help us reach them, so that we can attach their lives. With 50, I'm looking at an approximation of around 150,000. I started the mention on Friday. As we speak now, I'm at 22,000. So still short of it by around 128, but we are closing on Friday because we'll do the donation on Saturday. So I'm reaching out to you guys. Let's participate with as what you can get. If you can do at least 150 in March, I believe that if all of us can even contribute, we'll be able to do big. But I'm reaching out on behalf of this, because this is our April project, so that when we do next, after April, we skip May, we go to June, and June we'll go somewhere else and pick another project. Now, I want us to get to this. Uhuru Kenyatta is being asked to leave the residence and the office around the Dennis Pritt Road, which is a personal property that was bought by even the father, Jomo Kenyatta, to go and relocate in Nyari Estate. Nyari Estate is around Kipita Westlands, hapo mbele. It's also a very posh place. And this is the house they want Uhuru to go and live. Now, the drama here, or the irony here is, this house was used by immediate former President Mwai Kibaki before Kibaki died. So government bought that building, that land. It's a facility sitting in around 1,000 acre piece of land in Nyari. It was bought back in 2013. So Kibaki was using it. It was for Kibaki. Now, when Kibaki died, the property, because it belonged to government, it remained there. So Uhuru Kenyatta is being asked to go and stay in that house. So that instead of, because government is supposed to give him alternative, it's supposed to give him residence, now office, well furnished, cars with the other pension and other benefits, with full staff. So he's not been given the full staff because that house has not been done. So they're asking Uhuru Kenyatta that we are not going to buy another place. We are not going to buy another house. We want you to go and live there. And Kenyatta is saying no. And I support. In fact, nyumba yenye Kibaki alikuwa naishi, I think what happens in US, they normally stay somewhere. If they would be decent enough, what they would have done, they would have left that house to Kibaki's family. Yes. If Kibaki was living there before he died, probably, and Kibaki has a house in Muthaiga by the way, so Kibaki was even before Kibaki died, Kibaki was living in Muthaiga. And Kibaki asked them that instead of taking me to Nyari, just pay what I have in Muthaiga. They declined and bought a house in Nyari. So, if they would be, what they would have done, because even Moi has a residence that is being paid by government, they would have left that for Kibaki. Kibaki has children and grandchildren and other people who can live there. They allow them to go and live there. It was a former president. It's already been bought. You cannot, I'm even wondering now. Do you want to tell me that after Kibaki, after Uhuru, if Uhuru is to go there, and maybe, God forbid, we also lose him after some time, will William Ruto go and stay there? Will William Ruto go and stay there? I think William Ruto should be, let's put, do you think now if Uhuru leaves it, will then leave it? It can't be like that. So, allegedly they are saying, and Uhuru have said, I'm not moving out of my place along the Strait. They want Uhuru to relocate from that place. And I'm wondering now, if he relocates where? He already have a property. Even Kibaki stayed there. Even Kibaki stayed in Muthaiga. He already have individual property which belongs to the family. And is within Nairobi, Hapa. Very secure. Next to the DOD. Then you're told to leave it to go to Nyari. And Uhuru have told them that house allowance, pay me in my house. And the government saying no. It will be conflict of interest for us to pay you in a house that is your own property. Guys, what do you think? What do you think? What should government do? And do you think it is right? I think they would have said they rather get another alternative. If they can't pay and they don't support for him Uhuru to be paid in his own house, probably doesn't make some sense. Yes. But then they should go and get another property somewhere and leave that for Kibaki family. If they also have respect for mzee. Get another property. Kwanza, nyumba yenye mtu alikuwa anaishi, kwanza unajua mtu alikufa. Some people even fear, leave alone even. We even human beings, some people even fear. They can't even go there. I think it's a trap that was set for just saying, we don't want to give you, but this is what we're going to do. So they have an option of going to buy another property somewhere. But at the end of the day, Uhuru is saying, this is where my father stayed. This is where I stayed even when I was a president. So he's going to stay here. Do you know what? The intention is to move Uhuru Kenyatta around away from the State House. Why? 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 I think there is something they know very well. When Uhuru moves away from that place, he will be a little bit vulnerable, even in terms of security. I just want to use a very good example. Last year in March, when some young people were to be paraded to go and raid Mama Ngina's residence, Mama Ngina's residence is in Gatundu huko. That could be done because it was in Gatundu. Do you think that is possible when the residence is here in Nairobi, around the Sprit Road? No. It is impossible. So I see number one is they want to move him away. you'll be more vulnerable on the security front and maybe now leaning to government. Nyeri Estate is not that it's insecure. It's a place I've gone. I think I have some 2 friends there. Yeah, I think a judge, yes, and some other friend there. So, it's not, but again, is this the stature of a president? I don't think. Oh man, someone might tell me this. Is it the stature of a president? Aeke ofisi, residence yake ofisi, huko. Ai, jamani. Doesn't, but here in Nairobi, where the office is, where the residence is, it's more comfortable here. So number 2, it's just a frustration card being slapped. This is supposed to be done, but they're creating bottlenecks. Even those who proposed, they knew very well that maybe Uhuru Kenyatta is not going to accept to leave that residence. But they decided to float it because we know it will decline and will have a crisis. The more you have a crisis, it will not be done. So indirectly, they don't just want Uhuru Kenyatta to enjoy those benefits. That is what they mean. I know someone will tell me, Rigathi Gachagua is now staying in the house that William Ruto lived. But where is William Ruto? William Ruto is now in Statehouse. And that residence where Gachagua is, that residence was there and it has been maintained. Ukiangalia ile nyumba, hiyo nyumba nimeonyesha, hiyo nyumba ya Nyeri, I'm telling you, it's not in a very good condition. And it's been deserted. Even Kibaki never lived there. It was bought for Kibaki and he never went there. He actually stayed in his residence in Muthaiga. He never went there because he didn't even want it at the end of the day. So, I think it's a bit ironical. Number 3, there is normally that insecurity of tenure. I don't know, not insecurity of tenure. I don't know. I still don't understand to date why William Ruto will feel insecure with Uhuru around him there. I've always not understood because Uhuru family stayed there even when Mwai Kibaki was the president. Even when Moi was the president. You know, even when Moi was the president. Moi was the president for 24 years and they stayed there. And Moi pitied one of the most, challenges. The 1992 coup that happened, the Kenyatta family was staying there. So the first family, they normally look at a lot of entitlement. And I think one thing that this is meant to achieve is to end up badly, so that they move away from the State House, because that maybe creates some sort of a privilege. But if that is someone's individual's property, what do you do? Apart from Kenyatta family, from that residence there are people living around the street that are living in government houses. I was shocked. A 4-bedroom mansionette around that place, someone is paying 30,000 because it's government's house. So, I think we are not objective on this. If we honestly wanted to do something to eject Uhuru Kenyatta, we just needed to be objective. But tunaweza mtoa. I'm of the opinion, yes, you can think of alternative. But I don't buy kwenda kuchukua nyumba ya Kibaki. Kibaki has family. Kama hiyo nyumba mbaki hapo na kuna mtu anaweza ishi, patia familia ya Kibaki. They have children, grandchildren, wanaishi. Wancha waishi hapo. It will be given to them. Because, tell me, if Uhuru had declined, then who's going to stay there? Who is going to stay there? Thank you, guys.